Hey everyone, it's Scotty Hobbs here. I have a lesson I want to teach you guys today and a cool story about a girl named Rachel Smith. She was a pageant winner in 2007 for Miss USA. And she went on later that year to compete in the Miss Universe. And as she was walking out for the gown competition, she slipped and she fell right on her back. And what happened is she popped right back up. She did her little pose. She looked back and she smiled at the crowd, at the audience, and there was people in the audience that were booing and some comments, discouraging comments, and she smiled and she continued on off the stage. And it's the Miss Universe pageant. There's millions of people across the world that are watching that. So that could be one of the most embarrassing moments of your life, right? But this is what she did. Later on, it turns out she ended up in the top 5 of the Miss Universe contest in 2007. But what happened is later on she came out to answer the question, where they have a hat with random questions in it. You pick out of the hat and get your question. And her question, I won't quote it exactly because my memory is horrible in that aspect, but it's like, if you could relive one moment in your life, what would that moment be? And now remember, she just lived one of the most embarrassing moments of her life by slipping and falling during the Miss Universe contest pageant in front of millions of people just a few hours before this, or a few minutes before this question. She could have easily focused on that most embarrassing moment. But what she did is she recalled about how she wishes she could go back to Africa, where she served and helped children to feel, I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was like to feel their warm hugs again and to see their smiles. Now what she did was a great example for every single one of us. It's to focus in our lives on the things that make us happy, the things that bring us joy, the successes, the amazing parts of our life, and not the bad parts. And I can relate firsthand, being a team Beachbody coach. I've been able to help thousands of people over the last 4 years as a Beachbody coach, and sometimes I get negative comments. But, on the daily I get so many positive comments on, "You've helped me like this," on, thank you for encouraging me, "Thank you for telling me about this workout program, thank you for helping me through this hard time." All these positive things that have been told to me. And what happens is, once in a while there'll be somebody that has a negative comment about what you do. It's a judgment of what you do, or whatever it is, whatever it may be. There's always people that will be like that. We'll call them haters, right? And what happens is, we naturally tend to focus on those things. You may get 100 positive comments or 100 things positive about feedback, and you may get one negative one. And what do we naturally do? We focus on that negative. What did I do wrong? Why are they saying this about me? Instead of the hundreds of positive comments. The same thing may go if you're to speak in front of a crowd, and there's all these people like, "Oh, you impacted me today. Thank you for saying that that really moved me to tears, or that really touched me, or I'm inspired." And then it could be one that, like, "That guy really doesn't do much for me. Like, that didn't really help me out at all. I kind of wasted my time." Someone could say that, and as a speaker, you're going to look at that comment over all the other ones you get and focus on that. So what we have to do is train ourselves, and it doesn't come naturally, to focus on the good things. I get negative things come into my mind all the time. But what I have to do is consciously decide to think about and focus on the positive things. Focus on the things that I want. So I'm challenging you in your life, whatever it is your goal that you're going towards. Stop focusing on the things that are going wrong, the things that you're not capable of yet, the things that that you haven't achieved yet, and start focusing on what you do want to achieve, what you are capable of learning. And as you can do that, is what you focus on is going to expand. So that's what I want to challenge you guys today. Be like Rachel in that pageant, and in that moment, every single day where you're asked if you could relive a moment, focus on the things that you've done good. Focus on the blessings that you have. If you're struggling as a Team Beachbody coach, don't focus on what's not going right now. Focus on what has changed your life. Have you made positive relationships that have helped you move your life forward? Have you lost weight? Have you become healthier? Have you helped even one person completely change their outlook on their life? When you do that and you focus on that instead of the things that aren't going good, you're going to get more of those experiences coming into your life. That's my message to you. One last thing before I leave you guys is make sure that you are on the National Surge tomorrow with Carl Deichler. Saturday morning, the Surge. Check your Coach Online office under the breaking news. Log in. I'll put the link on my Facebook wall, of course, but let's get on there. Let's learn from our CEO, our leader, and let's go out and help people. I believe in you guys. Let's go.